Yeah. The dawning of a new day. Hello, this is Malacosa, and you're watching episode 11 of the ManuFactory. Okay, so last episode we built this nice platform and glass ceiling to give us a little more space and consolidate our machines and storage into one place. As you can see, we've done a little bit of reorganizing between episodes, and I moved all of our machines and storage from up here from downstairs. So as you can see, we got our thermal expansion machines all repositioned and configured and running. Our red power energy cells over here, which are now all full, 600,000 megajoules each. I even added one more to make a total of 8. We've got our forestry electrical engines here, all configured and upgraded appropriately, ready to go. Our compressors and MFEs, which are all charged, and our extractors are moved up here. We got our geothermal generators all ready. We have a small enchanting and repair area here, which I really need to get some more bookcases for. And we've got this large area for storage and crafting using an assortment of barrels and now golden chests, which I upgraded to, and various crafting tables and a couple of fabricators. And we finally we moved our mistcraft area over here and our bed right here. So this episode we're going to find a good use for all of this buildcraft energy we have now. And what better use than a quarry? So I'm going to get some materials together that we're going to need to set that up, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I think we have most of the materials to craft our quarry, which is crafted as follows. It's a bunch of gears, iron gears, gold gears, and diamond gears, and an advanced circuit. Excuse me. But of course, because we're running GregTech, we don't get this recipe easily. Normally it would be crafted with just a diamond axe, but instead this has been replaced with the IC2 diamond drill, which is using the GregTech recipe. I'll go through just the gears first. Diamond gears are like that, gold gears like that, iron gears like that, and so on. So we've seen that before. The advanced circuit is pretty simple. It's just a bunch of redstone, glowstone, and lapis around an electronic circuit, which we have seen before. But the diamond drill is pretty special. It requires diamonds, pretty easy to get, advanced circuit, which we just saw, titanium plate, which we'll talk about in a minute, and a mining drill. The mining drill is a bunch of steel plates, an electronic circuit, and an RE battery. So we're going to need some steel plates. Steel plates require a plate bending machine for steel ingots. Steel ingots require the use of a blast furnace. So we'll have to create a blast furnace and a plate bending machine. We'll get to that later, because right now there is something else we'll need for the diamond drill which is more important. Mainly these titanium plates. Now titanium's not easy to get. Basically you require a plate bending machine on titanium ingots. The ingots are made, and this recipe here, advanced plating, I tested it out, it doesn't work. It doesn't create 5 titanium ingots, it actually creates 5 diamonds. So I tried doing it that way, but that's not going to work. So we have to instead go all the way to the dust using an industrial blast furnace. So we'll have to create one of those guys. Titanium dust, where do we get that from? Well, that is gotten from tiny piles of titanium dust, which are gotten from an industrial electrolyzer using as its source bauxite dust. Now bauxite dust comes from bauxite ore. Bauxite ore, unfortunately, we don't have any. This is a special type of ore added by GregTech, which spawns deep underground in large veins, but only in most types of forest biomes. We're in an ocean biome, and I really don't want to leave here. Thankfully, it does spawn in the Twilight Forest, so I'm going to have to make a small trip to get us some bauxite. So let me do that. Hopefully it won't take me too long, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. We're in the Twilight Forest here. You can see it's all gloomy. We're actually in a dense Twilight Forest biome, which is one of the biomes listed that where bauxite can be generated. It's actually, if we go to our map and switch to biomes, we're actually in quite a large biome of that type, so we've got lots of area to explore. I also found off in the distance a couple of Mistcraft silverwood trees, so we'll have to harvest those at some point. And I also stumbled upon a big chasm. These are great because they're basically big rifts stripped out of the land. They go very far deep and they expose a lot of ores. So hopefully when we get down into this chasm and light it up a bit, we'll just find a bauxite vein, and that'll be the end of that. Otherwise, I did bring along my mining turtles and some charcoal, and hopefully we won't have to use those, but if we do, so be it. So let's get down safely into this chasm and see what we can find. Now the best way to do that is, you'll notice there is some water around here. I'm not sure if I want to jump down there, but if you can find a place where the water is right below you, then it may be safe to do. Let's see if we can just do this. Should we be brave? Why not? Let's be brave. Oh yes, look at that. We fell down. And now I'm in water and I can hear monsters and all kinds of goodness. First thing we want to do is light this area up so that we can be protected a little bit. And I will be right back. And once I got this place lighted up and all the water cleared out, and we'll see what we can see. Okay, we're back, and I've lit this ravine up quite a bit, both ends. Unfortunately, I've been unable to find any exposed bauxite. I've spent about an hour, well, not an hour, maybe 30 minutes searching this ravine. Just going to grab this gold here. The bottom of the ravine does go to level 7, so I'm tempted to break out the turtles and let them go. I'll probably set them up so that they, let me see, so that they drill out, probably so that I'm standing on, let's see, level 11? Yeah, right here. So right here I'm going to break out the turtles, and hopefully they'll find something. Maybe I'll drill along here. Otherwise, we're just going to have to keep searching. So I'll be right back with hopefully some bauxite. Okay, so after a little bit of effort, as you can see, I've built a little bit of a staircase up here, up to what I'm now calling the Twilight Mine. We are on level 13, y equals 13. Just decided to do it here because if we run into diamonds, great. We did find quite a large number of resources, which I'll have to move back to the overworld. 12 diamonds total and a bunch of other stuff. A bunch of natural stuff and some stone and gravel and all kinds of stuff, but no bauxite. So we did deal out quite a bit of mining here. Each of these tunnels is basically 64 blocks long, or 4 chunks, and I went fairly long here. I guess I could probably show it to you on the map here. Let's just change to, there we go. If we bring up the map here, thank you, that's basically what it looks like. So I'm kind of disappointed in a way. There's just no bauxite here, so we're gonna have to go back to the overworld and try something else. Now, bauxite can spawn in plains and forest biomes, so I'm thinking we'll just go back to the overworld now. You'll notice I did build a ladder here all the way up to the surface just to make that safe. But I also made my way back to the overworld to get a linking book so that we can get back to the overworld really quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill up with all of these resources and take all of this stuff back and process it, and then we're going to figure out where to go from there. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I just finished filling up all my chests and barrels and my machines with the resources we got back. And I'm just over here. One of the things I did was I reconfigured the energy into our energy cells so that they can not only input, but you'll notice there's these two orange tubes. Those are outputs. And if we actually click on them, you'll notice these energy cells are now being used to power our machines, as well as being used for batteries. That way we just don't have to have the engines on all the time. We can just power our machines just from these two batteries here, and that should be enough for now. Again, this is not permanent, so we're just going to cover this up here for now. All right, up we go. All right. So as you can see, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, oh look, it's all done. So let's see what we got here. It's all done. We're going to just put all this stuff away. And then I think our plan is basically we're going to go explore the netherworld, or excuse me, not the netherworld. We're going to explore the overworld. Now we're in an ocean biome. Somehow I lucked out and managed to land on this island, which we've used as our home base for now. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go out this direction, west, and we're going to just go west until we hit landfall, and hopefully that new continent will have either a foresty type biome or a meadows biome. So let me just go and dump all of these metals. We'll dump that in there. And there we go. All right. I'll be right back and we'll get ready to depart and try and find another continent. Okay, we're just going to make our boat here. Boats are pretty easy. It's just wood, 5 wood, just like that. So there's our boat. The other thing, since we're going to a new continent, I'm going to bring some miners and some coal along. It's always good to bring some buckets just in case. I also went to our jungle mining age and got a linking book there so that we can get back here really easily once we arrive at the new continent. I'm thinking we're in an ocean biome. This is going to take a while to get there, and I don't want to have to come all the way back by boat. Couple of books to make linking books once we get there. Also a good idea to bring some food just in case. I'm going to bring an axe and some oak saplings and bone meal just in case we need wood. If we do need to set up shop out in the ocean, the easiest way to do it is to use scaffold. So I'm going to bring a stack of that. I've also got some stone, a crafting table or two, some chests, and some backpacks, miners and diggers backpacks, as well as all of our regular tools, pickaxe, shovel, the usual stuff. All right. So let's get down here. I seem to be lagging a bit for some reason, so let me go and fix that, and then we'll depart. Okay, we're back. Let's just put our boat down, and let's go surfing. Now, we're going to go west here until we hit land. You'll notice there's a couple oil fields out there. I marked those previously, and we're going to continue to mark any oil that we do see. We'll I'm not going to record all of this, but obviously ocean biomes are quite large, and I've done some exploring already. As you can see, there's some biomes out there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go off west towards the moon, and we're going to see if we can hit any large continents, hopefully soon. And once I make landfall, I'll be back. Okay, we're back, and it looks like we're about to make landfall in this little kind of bay here. Looks like a bit of a beach biome, and is that a meadow? Oh, there's a volcano there for sure. All right, crash. There we go. Yeah, we crashed. We lost our boat. No big deal. Kind of a biome is this? This is a beach biome. And it looks like we've got a volcano and some oil and a couple Thaumcraft trees. What kind of biome is this here? Is this what I think it is? It is. It's a meadow biome. Looks like we lucked out. How big is this? This is a pretty large continent with a big meadow biome in it. So we're going to have some fun here. We're definitely going to be able to find what we need, I think, here. Remember, we are looking for... What are we looking for? We are looking for... I can't even remember what we're looking for. We're looking for that mineral that we need for titanium, which is, I believe, if I can spell it, titanium dust, which is made from tiny piles of all titanium, which is made from, yes, we're looking for bauxite, of course. Could we find maybe a chasm or something? Would we look at all the pigs, and this would be a great area to make a farm in. You know, I've been meaning to make a farm. There's bees out here and everything. It looks great. Well, let me check our map here and see if we can't find a chasm or a cave system or something. Oh, there, that looks like a cave that we can explore. Maybe there's some bauxite in here, maybe? Sure enough, I'm sure there is. So I'm going to do some exploring in this cave system here. And oh, look at that. It's a chasm. A big ravine. There must be bauxite down here. There must be. So we're going to make our way down here and do some exploring. And, hopefully not die in the process. That would be really bad. And hopefully there will be some bauxite around here somewhere. Oh, that's copper. You can always use some copper though. Alright, so I'm going to be right back. No sense me showing you just boring old cavern exploring. And hopefully we'll find some bauxite. So, it looks like I just didn't take me that long. I just turned the corner from where we left and right up on the ceiling. That looks like bauxite to me. Bauxite's very similar looking to, I want to say cinnabar, but it appears in giant groups. And of course, this would have to be right by lava. Lava being very dangerous. I don't want to really mess around with lava too much. You have to be really careful. Use your shift key to sneak by. I will just sneak by here and... Stupid crystals. Sneak by here and clean up this lava a bit. There we go. Like I say, lava is annoying and dangerous and can be very hard to clean up. So I am just going to get rid of this so that we can safely mine this bauxite. I hear a skeleton. He's being burned by the lava. That's what's going on. And is it bauxite? Where did it go? It went into my digger's backpack. So let's check out our digger's backpack and see what we can see. No, maybe the miner's backpack then? It went into the miner's backpack, yes, of course. Silly me. And yes, look, bauxite ore. So we're going to grab as much of this as we can. Oh, didn't look like a very big vein. Come on. No. Alright, so we verified that yes, this biome does have bauxite. So I'm going to go and find some more. We are in a meadow biome. So that's great. So I'm going to try and get a stack or two of bauxite. And I think that will be good enough for our needs. So we'll get that done. And I will be right back. Okay, here we are. I put cave mode on, and as you can see, we've used our mining turtles to dig out quite a large number of 3x3 channels, and in fact, as you can also see, we also encountered quite a large mine complex. I searched through all of there, didn't find any bauxite. These tunnels under here didn't really get me much in the way of bauxite. In fact, I don't think I found any more because of these tunnels. I didn't find any because of the mine complex either. And so what I ended up doing actually was I ended up just spelunking around here, just randomly exploring various caves. And I eventually found myself about, I think, 58 bauxite. So I'm just collecting my turtle here and going upstairs. I did make it, as you can see, a ladder going all the way up to the surface, where we've put a small camp. And we'll just, it's obviously nighttime, so we'll just sleep through the night here. And I'll show you what we managed to mine out. Again, the usual cobblestone and stone and some dirt. And then a fair amount of resources, 13 diamonds, which is good, and some gems for making tools. And then, as you can see, most importantly, we got 58 bauxite, and I see you. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You're kidding me! I don't believe that happened, and I'm going to. I don't know what. Oh my god. Well, at least our bauxite's safe. Oh, luckily the chests weren't completely full, so let me put down some chests here and get ourselves back to normal so that we can. There we go. Oh my god, that was so silly. Silly creepers. What are you gonna do? So that's where we are. We did get a total of 58 bauxite, which, as you can see, will get compressed into 4 bauxite ore each, which can then be used in our electrolyzer, 12 at a time, to get 2 tiny titanium dust. So we need 24. So basically we need 6 bauxite for each titanium, so 12 bauxite, 6 bauxite for each titanium bar. So we have more than enough bauxite for the 2 bars we need. So let me just get all these resources back to our main base and clean up after that disaster and kill the spider at the same time. And then we'll start processing it into titanium bars, which is what we need to create our quarry. So I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I've put all my gear away, got ourselves a new set of iron armor, which is not looking bad. At some point we're going to have to get a better set of armor, but right now let's go to the quarry. So here's the recipe for the quarry. As we know, we need a diamond drill and a mining drill to make that, and an electronic circuit and an RE battery. You've seen these before, electronic circuits like so, and the RE battery, if I can see it. Yes, no? Alright, it's going to be difficult. Recipe. Darn it. Okay, so there's the recipe for the RE battery, which we've seen before. So I've got me one of each of those. But for the mining drill, the difficulty is the steel. As you can see, we need steel plates. Steel plates are made in either a bending machine or a rolling machine. Doesn't really matter which, it's still 1 for 1, but we need steel ingots. Steel ingots are created in a blast furnace using either steel dust, or you can also use iron ingots, I believe. Yes, if we look at this, yes, you can use lots of things. So we're going to use iron ingots to create our steel ingots, but we need a blast furnace. How do you create a blast furnace? Well, what you need is blast furnace bricks. This is part of a multi-block structure. It's a 3 by 3 by 4 high hollow multi-block structure, which we're going to build now. To get this, you'll need soul sand and nether brick and some magma cream. Magma cream's pretty easy. Slime ball and blaze powder. We got the blaze powder a couple episodes ago, and we have plenty of slime, so no big deal there. I did have to go and hunt to find some soul sand. Soul sand evidently is not as common as it used to be in this particular Feed the Beast Ultimate client. I'm not sure which, so you may have some trouble. Just search around and find enough of it. So we've made enough blast furnace bricks to get our blast furnace, and I'm just going to get our rolling machine because we'll need that as well. The blast furnace doesn't require any energy, however it needs to be built in a specific way. In this case, and actually I'm going to dig down a level just so that it's not as high. Come on. Okay, so the bottom layer is a solid 3 by 3 area. Excuse my lack of building prowess. And it goes 4 high, so that's level 3, this is level 4. And it's hollow, so we're going to leave the middle 2 bricks alone. So make sure to leave these middle 2 bricks alone. Don't put them in. And as soon as you put the last brick in, after a couple of seconds, and there we go. You see the bottom here? That'll tell it that the multi-block structure is now formed. And if you right-click on it, there we go. There's our blast furnace. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get some iron and some coal, or in this case charcoal. Doesn't matter what you use. Throw the charcoal in, throw the iron in, and now we're cooking with gas. This is going to take some time. So while we're doing that, we're going to hook up our rolling machine. Now, rolling machines do require some energy, so I'm going to go and get myself, I seem to be lagging a bit again, that's very odd. I'm going to go get ourselves some redstone energy conduit, which it should be in here. Yes, there it is. And we're just going to place it right down here for now. And there's our rolling machine. Our rolling machine's pretty basic. And in fact, in this case, steel we need it for the steel plate, which is right here. And so we just need 4 steel ingots in a square. So I'll be right back once this steel is finished cooking up. One note, don't break this multi-block structure when it is in the middle of processing. The 2 blocks in the middle are now lava, and they will pour out and cause all kinds of mess. So wait until it cools down before you break it. Okay, and we'll be right back. Okay, we've got 8 steel ingots, which should be enough. One thing to note, the blast furnace, you'll notice, can only use either charcoal or coal coke. Now, coal coke requires a coke oven to cook up. We haven't created one of those yet. We will later on. Right now, I'm just using charcoal, and as you know, charcoal, the easiest thing to do is just cook up some standard oak wood. In this case, I'm using coal to do it, and that'll get you a good supply of charcoal. So right now, we're just using charcoal in our blast furnace. So let's go over here to our rolling station, our rolling machine. If you don't know, rolling machines are very easy to make. They're just simply pistons surrounding a crafting table and 4 iron ingots. We've hooked this one into our power supply, so as you can see, it's nicely powered, 500 megajoules. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put our steel ingots in, and we're going to tell it to produce steel plates. Now, one thing you'll note is to get the last 4, you need to click to craft them, and it will craft the last 4. That's just because it's not sure if you want to craft the rest or not. So let's go over to our crafting table here, and we'll craft up, hopefully, a drill, and then a diamond drill. Where is our drill? Yes, there we go. Okay. And there we have it. There's our mining drill. Now, mining drills can be used to basically they're industrial crafts version of the pickaxe. You just simply charge them up, and that can be done in any battery. In this case, I will take it over to our MFE, and we can just place it right here. And as you can see, it'll charge up, and then it can be just used like a pickaxe. And, you know, pretty standard stuff. Can be used quite effectively to dig out. I think that went into my digger's backpack, actually. So we'll get out that dirt here and replace that. But right now we're going to use that drill, and we're going to create a diamond drill out of it. Again, that's the equivalent of your diamond pickaxe. So what do we need for diamond drill? Well, we need those titanium plates. So hopefully our bauxite is done processing. If not, I'll be right back. Where is our bauxite in this stack? It's probably way up top, way up top. Bauxite. Where is the bauxite? Ah, good. We have some bauxite dust. Excellent. So this is where we need to create an industrial centrifuge. And so I'll be right back with all the parts for that. Okay, so it turns out we actually need the industrial electrolyzer. The recipe for that is as follows. It's 4 refined iron plates, 2 advanced circuits, which we've seen before, an extractor, which we've seen before, an electrolyzer, and a magnetizer. The electrolyzer is pretty easy. Machine block, empty cells, electronic circuits, copper cable, nothing we haven't seen before. The magnetizer is a little bit different. It requires iron fence, machine blocks, and redstone. The iron fence is pretty simple. It's a standard fence only made with refined iron. The one thing we haven't seen before is the refined iron plate. It's created in a plate bending machine, which is very similar to the rolling machine, but it's the IC2 version. So plate, we're just going to look that up here. The plate bending machine is created out of some pistons, a compressor, electronic circuits, and a conveyor module. Now the conveyor module is pretty easy. It's just, in this case, I picked the refined iron version, which is just refined iron, glass, some electronic circuits, and an RE battery to create your conveyor belt or conveyor module. So let's just, nope, we want the electrolyzer. Electrolyzer, there's the industrial electrolyzer, and bingo, there we go. So we're just gonna hook that up to our energy. Now you'll notice I put the plate bending machine over here. It's pretty basic. You just put some refined iron in, and in this case it's going to create your refined iron plate. Pretty simple. We're going to put the electrolyzer right here for now, and I know it kind of looks kind of ugly, and there goes our geothermal generators powering it up. The industrial electrolyzer, in this case, we are going to process bauxite dust. So what this is going to do for us, and we'll hit U to get the uses of bauxite dust. So what we need to do is we need to put in 8 empty cells and 12 bauxite dust for each process. Each round is going to take 256,000 EU, so we're going to be producing a lot of energy, and it's going to take about 100 seconds. So just be aware, this is not a quick process. We'll get it started off, and there we go. We're going to go and create some more empty cells, and as you can see, our magma geothermal generators, I believe, are keeping up. So hopefully, now the empty cells, which we're going to create, are best created with tin, and they're pretty easy to make. Simply tin in a circle. And we'll put our tin in there, and our fabricator is going to make us a nice 64. In fact, we'll probably make a bunch more. In this case, the reason why we need these empty cells is because the industrial electrolyzer is actually going to give us more than just the titanium, small piles of titanium dust we need. It's also going to give us aluminum dust, 8 of it. It's going to give us the 2 titanium dust, but it's also going to give us 5 hydrogen cells and 3 compressed air cells. Now, the compressed air cells are kind of cool. You can use those to actually breathe underwater if you have a scuba helmet. So here's the scuba helmet, which is pretty cool. It's just a bunch of rubber, some glass, some orange dye, and iron bars. The scuba helmet actually goes along with the hazmat suit, which is again rubber and orange dye. And you can also get rubber boots, which are right here. And that's the suit you wear pretty much to deal with any kind of nuclear kind of stuff. So as you can see, we're slowly processing. I will be right back once this is complete. Okay, we've got more than enough tiny piles of titanium dust, which we can craft into titanium dust, but we really needed an industrial blast furnace to craft these into titanium ingots, and that's a bit too complicated since we've already gone really quite long on this episode. So stay tuned for episode 12, where we'll finish the process of creating a quarry and get it actually digging out vast areas for us. That'll be cool. But it looks like it's time to go. Please like, subscribe, and leave any comments or suggestions. I really do appreciate all the support from you guys. This has been episode 11 of the ManuFactory with Malakosa, and I'm signing out.